Well, hello, TAF 23 audience. It's Michael back here, and we've got a really special guest in this session who's been at the forefront of a medical revolution. And joining us is the Director of Analytics at Moderna, Hetal Panchal. And she'll be joined by Jeremy Melville, who's a lead data scientist at Spotfire, who works with a number of our manufacturing customers. And Moderna has really become a household name over the past few years, and rewriting the rules of vaccine development, production. They're known for their pioneering work in development of mRNA-based vaccines, which has been a real game changer. And Hetal leads a team of data scientists and analytics for implementing things like continuous process verification, pharmaceutical manufacturing processes across Moderna. She has great expertise in data management, analytics, data science, and has been instrumental in accelerating Moderna's mission to deliver cutting-edge vaccines, therapeutics to address global health challenges. So welcome to you today, Hetal.
Thank you, Michael.
Well, very good. And welcome, Jeremy. And I'll turn it over to you to start the conversation with Hetal.
Great. Thanks, Michael. Hetal, yes, we've been working quite closely together for a few years now, so I'm quite excited to finally sit down with you and take a bit of a step back and learn a bit more about your journey. So I guess firstly, to start with, I was wondering if you could share a bit about Moderna and maybe something that we may not know.
Of course, Jeremy, and thanks for having me in TAF 2023. Moderna specializes in the production of mRNA molecules that provide a set of instructions for cells to generate a protein that can bring about therapeutic or preventive effects, making them a software of sort of a fight a variety of diseases. Definitely, mRNA is the technology that enabled us to develop the COVID-19 vaccine and the other therapeutics so quickly. We have about roughly a couple of manufacturing sites and many CMOs that currently produce, I would say, roughly multi-thousand batches per year for various medicines. Just to add a little bit context here, before COVID hit, definitely Moderna was like a phase 0 company where we produced less than 100 batches per year. But during the height of pandemic and to respond to the community, we had to quickly scale up production to roughly, I would say, million batches to accommodate the vaccine demand. And definitely it was a daunting task for us. And that's where the analytics play key role in all these areas.
Yeah, so I can't imagine the hurdles that Moderna must have been faced with to ramp up the production of so many of the vaccines. And there must have been so much pressure in order to do this quickly. So I wonder if you can tell us a bit of a story about that, how you got that done, perhaps what it was like at the time, having all this pressure, societal pressure and pressure from, I guess, the government, different areas to do this quickly.
Absolutely. Moderna operates state-of-the-art facilities dedicated to research, development, and production of mRNA-based medicines. The heart of our operation in our manufacturing facilities, which are equipped with cutting-edge technology and stringent quality control measures. Definitely, the team effort at Moderna is exceptional. We work closely with our contract manufacturing organization, CMO, which are partners responsible for specific part of manufacturing process. These organizations are expert in their respective fields, and the team up with them to bring together the best of our collective capability. So definitely it was a team effort and the collaborative, which is one of the core values.
Yeah, definitely. Teamwork is everything, as we all know. And I've had the pleasure to work with people on your team quite closely. So I'm sure there's a lot of people who are kind of curious about a bit of the nitty-gritty. So can you describe a little bit about how the mRNA vaccine production works at Moderna?
Of course. And again, I would add disclaimer here. I'm not the scientist here, but I can try my best. Yeah, sure. So the mRNA vaccine production at Moderna start with identifying the genetic sequence of the virus or pathogen we want to target. Our scientists design the messenger RNA that the body cell to produce a harmless piece of the pathogen, stimulating an immune response without causing an illness. So definitely this is mRNA is the first thing is harmless, and we want to make sure the patient safety. The production of mRNA is carefully controlled process where enzymes and raw material are combined to synthesize the specific mRNA sequence. These steps requires precise condition to ensure the integrity and quality of the mRNA. After the mRNA is purified, encapsulation in lipid nanoparticle, which act as a delivery vehicle protecting the mRNA and facilitating its entry into the target cells. Once the vaccine is formulated, it undergoes rigorous testing to meet safety and efficacy as per the standard. If it passes all the required tests, the vaccine is then sent to fill finish, where it's packaged into the vials or syringe for distribution, and at the end, definitely it goes to the patient body.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Hetal. That really sounds like an interesting combination of science and technology and analytics and using data. Now, I've heard quite incredible things about your personal journey at Moderna. I was wondering if you could share a bit about how you got involved with this technology and with Moderna in general.
Of course, happy to share. I joined Moderna as a part of their analytics team in May 2019, drawn to their innovative approach to data management and analytics. With my background in data and business intelligence, I knew I could definitely contribute during the COVID pandemic situation. I was given the opportunity to lead the development, delivery, and operation of technology solutions in analytics, big data management, business intelligence, and data warehousing. It was a challenging yet rewarding experience as we were laying the foundation for data driven insight in a field that was rapidly evolving. And definitely, data is a key to our business. As the Moderna's director of analytics, I work closely with senior management, ensuring our strategic plans are aligned with companies' overarching goals.
Now, Hetal, Jeremy, this is such a technologically cutting edge scenario here, and I'm happy but not surprised that Moderna has chosen to use Spotfire. And Hetal, can you give us some insight how this collaboration came about and what made Spotfire stand out? And then can you both talk about the proof of concept process that resulted in taking this journey together with Spotfire?
The Moderna and Spotfire partnership came to fruition during an intense POC process. Moderna is the forefront of cutting-edge medical advancement, and we had a high standards when it came to selecting our technology partners. We definitely want to be leaders in the market. During the POC, we evaluated several vendors who claimed to provide top-notch analytics solution. Spotfire with Statistica stood out via its advanced visual analytics and validated analytics needed in pharma manufacturing that fulfill all the Moderna's needs. This visual data science approach with Spotfire's interactive user experience set this solution apart from others, and that's for sure. We started on the journey by focusing on the stability analysis to determine the shelf life of our vaccine. This visual data science approach has since moved into many different areas, including continuous process verification, statistical process control charts, global process monitoring, and many more. The decision-making process involved our analytics team, IT department, and senior management. Spotfire's performance during the POC phase was definitely a game-changing for us. Overall, the intuitive user interface without needing to script, the seamless integration capabilities and statistics required in our regulated industry, and the strong performance during the POC solidified our decision to choose Spotfire as our analytics partner. Spotfire has helped us transform data into actionable insights, empowering our team to make data-driven decisions and ultimately contributing to Moderna's mission of improving lives worldwide.
I was wondering with the challenges as well I was wondering if we can talk a bit about the challenges that Moderna had faced, while scaling up the manufacturing, particularly for delivering the COVID-19 vaccines, because there is a balance, isn't there, between creating all these vaccines and also meeting quite stringent regulations, right? I was wondering if you could give us a little bit of insight into the issues and risks that arose during that process.
Absolutely. Scaling up manufacturing for the COVID-19 vaccine was an unprecedented endeavor for Moderna. The urgency to produce and distribute the vaccine on a massive scale was immense, given the global impact of pandemic. With this urgency came a myriad of issues and risks that needed to be carefully addressed. One of the primary challenges was ensuring that manufacturing processes met the regulatory requirement imposed by health authorities around the world. Moderna had to navigate through a maze of regulatory guidance and comply with strict quality and safety standards to ensure the vaccine's efficacy and safety. Another significant challenge was the need to rapidly expand the manufacturing facilities and capabilities. This meant investing in a new infrastructure, technology, and personnel while maintaining quality control. The risk of supply chain disruption or shortage of raw material also loomed large, making it essential to establish robust contingency plan. Given the scale of vaccine production, there were concerns about maintaining consistency across the batches. Moderna had to continuously monitor and analyze production data to identify any deviations and ensure product consistency by adding to complexity of the scaling processes.
Well, Hetal, that's really some complex requirements and some sophisticated capabilities that are needed there. So I'm wondering if we might chat a little bit about continuous process verification, statistical process control, some of the areas where Spotfire was able to help here. I know we got into stability analysis earlier, but we've got multivariate data and quality and regulatory issues. It sounds like this versatility of the software was important. But can you and then Jeremy talk a bit about how we're able to address those use cases?
Sure, happy to elaborate. And since we are already seeing benefits, I would love to share that. Continuous process verification, CPV, and statistical process control are crucial concept of Moderna's manufacturing operations. CPV is an ongoing data-driven approach used to monitor and evaluate the manufacturing process in real time. It also involves collecting and analyzing data throughout the production lifecycle to ensure that process remains within defined quality parameters. And on top of it, we do have set up some alert and monitor using the Spotfire and Statistica, which is very real time, which is helping our end user to go and acknowledge those alerts very immediately. So that's definitely key from the Spotfire. On the other side, statistical process control is a technique that's used to analyze process data and identify any variations or deviations from the norm. By applying statistical methods, we can detect anomalies early on, allowing for timely intervention to maintain consistent quality and performance. At Moderna, these concepts are integral to our manufacturing process in several areas, such as good manufacturing practice and stability analysis. These practices help us maintain a high level of product quality, maximize efficiency, and ensure compliance with regulatory standards. The Spotfire platform provides us with a powerful data visualization and analytics capability. It allows our team to create interactive visualization and dashboard, enabling them to explore data identify trends, and gain deeper insights into our manufacturing processes.
Well, that's pretty amazing, that the complexity of the multivariate analysis for CPV and SPC. I wonder if we could break that down a little bit. Who's actually responsible for managing, analyzing, consuming all of that information? And Jeremy, how did we help Hetal deal with that complexity and also the different users that are involved?
Yeah, so it's quite interesting because depending on the user, you will get different interfaces, different requirements. For example, it's quite common for CMOs or contract management organizations to enter data using our validated data entry system. There's a whole set of different data sources that are often involved: LIMS systems, OSI PICE, historian systems, SAP, a whole range of different types of data that the system is able to consume and apply all the appropriate validation requirements to meet with the FDA requirements. I think multivariate. You mentioned, Michael, multivariate analysis. That is quite a hot topic. Not just looking at single variables or single characteristics, but the interaction between all the multiple variables, multiple characteristics in the system at one time, and looking at trends and outliers and unusual behavior.
So Hetal, that is like an incredible set of complexity in the data and sophistication required in the analysis that Jeremy was just outlining. Can you just give us a bit of a feel for the people in your teams that were doing the data management, the statistical analysis, the visualization, how did that work? I mean, that's a really complex set of data and analytics requirements.
Absolutely. So we do have the team with the data scientists, we do have the team with the data management, and also the data visualization. We all come together, and again, going back to the Moderna's value, collaborative and relentlessly, we work together to deploy this solution where data scientists derive all the insights from the data products and analytics created from my digital team to support them making the critical business decision. We do have the operational excellence team who analyze this data or KPI to help driving the business as well. And also we do have the executive leaders who is looking at this data and to check every time, like, are we delivering our batches on time? How's our production is running? How are we getting any complaints? So it's at the multi-tier process, I would say, and also multi-tier approach where many responsible parties are involved and working cross-functionally using this Spotfire as a platform to support end-to-end analytics and the business insights.
That's incredibly impressive, the way the different functions, data management, data science, analytics, operations, management wanting to know what's going on, all of the time. I'm wondering in terms of the monitoring of the process and the KPIs that you were tracking things on, did you get some improvements, or how did you track, and what are some of the metrics that showed the impact of this program?
That's a great question, and I would say that's what I'm responsible for here, to be like, this product are being used and is helping the Moderna. Roughly as of now, whatever we have developed on the Spotfire has already saved, I would say, 50 plus FTE at Moderna's like a manual work. So it's a tremendous, it's a lot of manual work. That's where we are not only saving these FTE full-time employees hours, where they can spend their time into the doing data analysis, data science job, but on top of it, we are getting all this data real time, the data accuracy. It's a very critical, right? Having any data transcription error can lead uh, many problems, like when let's say if we are analyzing any stability data, and if there is some error in the data transcription, that can show our shelf life or calculate shelf life completely differently. So yes, it's saving the FTE, data accuracy, having data real time, and also available all the time. It's very critical for the Moderna's manufacturing journey. Another major impact has been on our batch processing. The Spotfire and statistical analysis tools have significantly sped up our batch processing. This means faster production and more efficient utilization of our resources, ultimately enabling us to deliver vaccine to the people who need them more rapidly. Perhaps one of the most significant benefits has been preventing scrap batches. With the advanced monitoring and alerting capability, we can identify issues early on and take corrective actions before they escalate. This has saved a substantial amount of money, estimated at, I would say, $1 million over the course of last couple of years, as we can now avoid the costly consequences of scrap batches.
Can you talk a little bit about our support and services and what it's been like working with them?
Of course, and without them, we couldn't do all this. So for sure, support and service from Spotfire has been phenomenal in helping us validate our crucial processes. From initial implementation to ongoing support, your service team has been there every step of the way, providing us with the technical know-how and best practices to ensure a smooth and efficient process validation process. Whenever we have had questions or faced challenges, your support team has been responsive and provided us with very timely solutions. And of course, in every like a CPV, SPC chart, global process monitoring is being implemented with help of your support and services.
Yeah, I think the other thing at the product level, I know we have very rigorous quality control types of processes, through our Gothenburg office and everywhere else. And we're regularly, audited by companies who want to ensure that our product planning and execution processes, documentation and adherence to those processes is rigorous. It's not just the implementation; it's the building of our products that is pretty strong. And both of you have just described a incredible solution here that's been deployed and is in operation and is saving costs and driving value left and right. It's pretty amazing, and all the stuff that's under the hood of that, from the deployment validation through to the way the product is built and everything. It's quite a testament to the entire product team. So I guess I'd like to wrap up with just understanding, the future, and a couple of questions to you both. So what does the future look like, in terms of working with Spotfire and our data science products, and what are you looking to get into going forward, Hetal?
So definitely, I would say future is bright for us, and this is just the beginning. We are just getting started with the incredible capability of Spotfire and Statistica at Moderna. We see this tool becoming even more integral of our operations. One exciting possibility is expanding our use of multivariate process control. Multivariate process control can unlock hidden insights and drive continuous improvements in our vaccine production, ultimately leading to more efficient and consistent outcomes. We are constantly looking at the new ways to get more out of data. With Spotfire's visual analytics capability, we can expect deeper insights from the vast amount of data generated during the manufacturing processes.
Well, terrific. I guess, and how do you see the whole area of pharmaceutical manufacturing play out? This whole mRNA technology is a bit of a game changer. What's coming up next?
It's a great question. The future of pharma manufacturing is exciting and promising. We are witnessing a serious shift in the industry with the data and analytics playing a key role in driving innovation and efficiency. As we move forward, we will see more data-driven approach to drug development and manufacturing, allowing us to expedite processes, optimize resource, and deliver life-changing medication to patients faster than before and with low cost.
Well, that's incredible. Well, thank you both for such a informative and detailed session. The future is bright for Moderna and the pharmaceutical world, and it's the sophisticated software solutions that you've been able to put together with Spotfire to meet these quite complex requirements around data management, analytics, visual tracking, KPIs, all in a validated environment is pretty amazing. So Jeremy and Hetal, wanted to thank you both for for sharing this little glimpse of the future with us today. And keep up the fantastic work at Moderna going forward.
It's always a pleasure to work with Hetal, and look forward to a lot of exciting things to come still. So thanks, Hetal, for attending.
Thank you for having me at TEF, and then it's honor to be part of this. Yeah, thank you.